folks, Scott Grove here. Welcome to my all acoustic guitar channel. Today, we're going to do the rock and roll thing. Just the beginner part that almost everybody in the world already knows. If you don't know it, here it is again. Okay, it's just a must because like Donnie and Marie said, you know, I'm a little bit country or I'm a little bit rock and roll. We got to cover it all. It's all about guitar playing. So whenever you feel like it, you can do these like we did some 50s just a couple lessons ago. And now we're going to get into just a typical okay, we'll do that and, you know, switch chords of course, and try to stick in a little few surprises to just make those more enjoyable than the typical show you that because some people actually want to know it. But let's get on with this, okay? So I'm coming your way. Here we go. Alright, we're going to be in the key of E. So I'm going to move this up just a little higher because that's where E is, I think. Yep, there it is, see? Man in Black. Alright. In the part I showed you at the very end, I said some people do that. Get that out of the way. Okay, we're going to go 2nd fret on the B string. Okay, everything will be picked down. So E string, then A string. Okay, then E string again, but then we move this 3rd finger up to the 4th fret. Pinky is getting ready to go to the 5th fret. So we go then back to 4, then back to here. So if you play it faster, if you want to, just move it down 1 string. Now just do it the A and the D exactly the same way. Back to the E. Is that? Sure. Okay. So that's how that there just goes if you want to make that there going on. So it's just fret 2, fret 4, fret 5. Just alternating. You're always going to hit that open string of whatever key you're playing in. And hell, you can do it D. That's the last one you can do it in. See? You can just move your finger. Watch this. You're like, I can't reach all that way. Then do this. So you can go anywhere you want. So you can do it this way, or whatever you want. Now here comes the meat of your hand right there. We get to palm mute it. Okay, so not here. Nope, too far forward. Gotta go back. Let's just do those same 2 notes. Keep picking on them. Take your hand backward, backward. So you only hear that. You don't hear the whole thing ringing. Just, you don't hear. You pick just enough to. Okay, now we're going to go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, the only time that finger's going to be on that 4th fret is on the number 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can do that, add that in. Okay, so 1, So this gets the same thing. 1 and 2 and. So as you get faster, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. You can open it up if you want. Up to you. Just letting you know. Okay, so you could start getting different feeling there. You know, muted, doing the palm mute, and then letting them open whenever it's very cool. It's just, you'll start getting a feeling for the rhythm there. Okay, so we can do. Now that there is just hitting all the D string and the A string and the low E string, but just doing one big pull up on your pick. It's always nice to do that up anyway, even if you don't open it up. Okay, now we can add that pinky in if you were able to make that. Okay, that's some cool stuff, huh? So that's how you start this stuff going. Okay, we just started. Okay, very simple, but you'll like it. There's songs that go that way. Strolling, doing the stroll. You remember back in the 50s, strolling. Okay. Show you all that stuff too. It's all part of it. Anyway, so to get that rock and roll, whichever you want to call it, depends on if you have distortion on it and what decade you're playing. Okay. Go to A. Back to E again. Okay, that's the B. That's going to be right here on the A string, 2nd fret, 4th fret with your ring finger, and then 4th fret on your G with your pinky. We don't have to move anything. Later you'll want to go with your pinky way up here. Okay, big stretches like that. Okay, same as the others, but so we're going to go. That is your B. Same 3 strings, your A string, D string, G string. Or okay, so all the way through that would just be. Okay, now there is A string or the A chord. Okay, so we can go B flat and up to B. Okay. And some people will just go there, so they don't have to jump positions. Just go to the 5th fret, 7, 7. So you can go. Do it like that anywhere you want to. It's just that typical sound, and that's how you get it. Okay. Now there are the parts that you can do that are a walking part, like I was playing just a second ago. I told you I'd get there. Let's dig into it. Okay. Okay. And this can mix in with everything. I'm doing open on the E twice. I'm keeping this here on 2 and 2. Doing twice, down, up, hammer on 3 to 4 on your E string. Okay, twice on the A string, which has your finger there, on 2. Now 4, back to 2. 2, 2, 4, 2. Okay, now we have just the one hammer on. That one right there. Okay, but now watch this hand. So alternate picking. The only time you're not playing the picking part is for the hammer on. Or you can play it. Now why don't it sound right? Because we got to add sloppily, which is what makes it rock and roll. If it was precise, it would be classical. Add that in with everything else. So you got I just use part. That's doing that upstroke on the E. Okay, that you actually already know. I've taught it before, but it's part of what you're doing already. Okay, it has been taught before. If you don't remember it, there it is again, just by looking at it. And you can just add that together. Same here. Okay, so they're all basically the same thing. It's just a matter of what you want to throw in there and mix them all up. Okay, so it's all going to be around that. Okay, there's actually a song Elvis Presley did, and he had learned it from somewhere else, and then Dwight Yoakam had a hit with it. Or you. Now that was Little Sister, wasn't it? Dwight Yoakam did this one though. That's right, Fast As You was the name of it. Okay, so it's all around that stuff. So you got your... There's a really cool one to add too. I'm just going to keep throwing ideas at you as I play, because I throw them in and it's like, hey, they probably like that. All the way up to the 7th fret, and that's your E again. It just sounds cool with it going. Okay, check that out. What'd you have? Okay, so that's how you do the little rock and roll things. Now, to bring them into other places, okay, we need to play the 1, 4, and 5 chord, like G, and C, G, and D, but play them rock and roll. So we have to do power chords. So 3rd fret for a G. Now on our A string we got 5 and pinky 5. Now we can play that, but the cooler thing is if we get rid of that pinky, we can, yes, you'll get there. Okay, you can take it all the way up to 7 on that there D string. I'm sorry, A string. So yeah, you get it on the A string. So you can still hear. You can keep your pinky out like this, now straight down. So you can be just playing away on 2 strings. So, or you can do this. You're like right, down to C, back up to G. D is just 2 more up, okay, from the C. Just it's your 5 chord, if you remember. Okay, you hear that? Coming again, I'm just making sure you hear it. Okay, while you're watching. G, C, G, D, C, and G. This is what's called a 12-bar blues. That noise you hear, if you can hear it, that's my water softener. So sorry about that. It lets me know what time of the morning it is. It means everybody's supposed to be asleep. Hey, we're rock and rolling, so that's why it's coming on. We stay up till early in the morning. Okay, so this again will give you this stuff, so you know you got it right. Okay, but now we're just doing this back and forth. Now that's with no muting. That's the way Buddy Holly would basically play, because there wasn't any muting at that time. It just hadn't come along yet, you know, and then people would start later on. And then there's, okay, so there you go, the beginning of a little bit of rock and roll stuff for lesson 21 there, rocking and a rolling. Okay, so I'm going to sit here and have a drink and wait for that there little thing to go off out there. And I'll come right back for lesson number 22, if you will. Alright, later kids.